Welcome back. You're watching live from Paris on France 24. It's time now to find out what's going on in the press here in France. Olivia Salazar-Winsmith is here. It's time for Media Watch. Good evening to you, Olivia. How are you?
Good.
Good to have you with us. Now, apps. I've heard it all. You can get apps for everything these day and age, can't you? You can get one to wash the dishes, one to do your exercise for you and all the rest of it. But now you can get the French president on your phone.
On your smartphone. Now, if you haven't seen enough of François Hollande on the television, on the radio and in the newspaper, you can also carry him around
every poster around
in your
Paris.
pocket, which is nice. Now, the name of this application is called Louis Président. And this is quite a funny name because it's a reference to a phrase that he kept repeating during the presidential
17
debate.
times,
Was it 17 times?
So.
He
James
kept saying,
counted.
moi président, during the presidential debate, saying that moi président, I would do this, moi président, I would seek to establish this. So it's, of course, it's a play on words. And of course, moi président, François Hollande, he made these promises to the French people on his website here, the socialist campaign website, François Hollande 2012. He said, I want to do this with France, I want to reinstate justice, etc., etc. Now, these were the promises. So where does the application come in? Now, the application is a way of...
They're quite vague, aren't they? What does I want to re-establish justice?
He's obviously a bit of a
More
super
judges.
president. He can re-establish justice, Laura. That's what he can do. Now, Louis Président is an application that checks whether he's actually doing these things.
Ah, right. What does he manage to do?
So it's got a list of 200...
ticks and crosses.
Exactly. 200 promises, we might say. Now, let's, for example, say... Did he make a ministry for women's rights? Yes, he did.
Yes, he
so
did.
there he's got a cross. Did he bring the troops back from Afghanistan immediately? Not quite. He hasn't quite done that.
Neutral.
And has he lowered ministerial salaries by 30%?
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
In process. It's being done right now.
He said he's going to do it.
So he hasn't got a tick for that
What's
one.
he got the red one for?
Oh.
Création.
He didn't create a large, kind of overarching ministry for education, youth, and
because
sports.
he said justice et jeunesse was his two priorities, didn't he?
But he left that.
He's got justice, not jeunesse. All right.
He was too busy doing the other things on the list.
Carry on.
But obviously, this site was created by actually a group of journalist students from Lille. They were at a journalism school. And great minds must think alike because Rue 89 had something very similar, which is what they call their Holanda Scope, where they are measuring the same things really, with dates here, green notes as to what he's achieved so far and what he hasn't. That's coming up in that blank space there, so that's something that hasn't been done yet.
All right.
And I think it's a great way of policing your politicians. I saw this and I thought, well, maybe I don't want François Hollande constantly beeping in my pocket, but it's a good way of checking what they're doing.
Well, we've already had the Twitter phenomenon, so we can see what they think when they're away from the journalists as well, can't we? And they're let loose on their own. All right, now staying with politics, we've of course got the parliamentary elections coming up just around the corner. What's the latest on that?
Well, as you know, yesterday we spoke about the mainstream candidates saying that people from the UMP and the Socialist Party were quite career politicians from the political elite.
Oh yes, too many hadn't had proper jobs.
Exactly, not very representative of the French people, the people voting for them. Now, Rue 89 has given us a look at the smaller candidates, the independent candidates, and this is really quite funny. The people you didn't know were running for Parliament. We've got the French Pirate Party.
Is that chap Cheminade back again, the one that wants to go to Mars?
He's back in there with the French space programme, which is on the menu. But we've also got Pirates. We've got the Internet Freedom Party, inspired by the same movement in Sweden. They just basically want to open up...
Not Pirates as in the Somali type, but
Nothing
Pirates.
to do with Somalia,
right,
Laura.
okay, just to clarify.
No. And my favourite, the big surprise, was Royalists.
Oh.
There are plenty of royalists still in
Bring
France.
back Marie Antoinette.
No, they want to bring back the royal family 230 years after the revolution. Now, I looked up their website because I was interested. They're called Alliance Royale.
And who do they want to make queen?
Fleur de Lis.
They want to bring
back
Olivia?
the old one. No, sadly not. They want to bring back the old royal family because this woman here is the candidate. She's quite funny. If you've got time, listen to her.
Right.
She says the Republic is basically a failure and we need a strong, regal figurehead to save us. Now, one person who probably doesn't agree with her is this lady here called Céline Barra. She is a former, might we say, adult actress. She was in some erotic films.
And now she wants to get into politics.
Now she's an MP. Well,
this
she
isn't
wants to be an
Italy,
MP.
you know. This is France.
Anyway, her policies, as you might imagine, are libertine generally, and she also wants to expand the space programme in France.
All right, good stuff. Why not? Now, Nicolas Sarkozy, he's having a nice relaxing time at the moment, I should imagine.
Nicolas Sarkozy's taking a break. Now, after his defeat in the presidential election, a couple of weeks ago. He's taken some time out, lying low, and he's on holiday in Marrakesh with...
Nothing like a nice tagine to get over a political defeat.
Apparently it's going to be quite a long summer of tagine for Nicolas Sarkozy, because Carla Bruni's already said that she's going to be there for 3 months. Well, she's going to take 3 months off to make her new album. They want to spend some quality time with their new baby,
Maybe
Julia.
he'll be making a cameo on that album.
Who knows? What, a new career for
harmonising.
Nicolas Sarkozy? Music? No, I don't think so. Actually, the story here is that the African edition of Slate is already questioning this holiday, and this has been going on for...
Who's paying for the trip?
Who's paying for the trip, and whose guests are they? This has been going on for months, actually, in the North African press. They have alleged that King Mohammed VI of Morocco has actually given them this mega villa as a present, and it's no small gift. It's a huge 300 hectares of garden, a private swimming pool, high
He doesn't
security.
care anymore, does he? He's not the president.
Well, the rumours say, I mean, here we go. They're very close friends. So you've got bosom buddies having dinner with
Rather
Carla,
large
Nicolas, and the...
bunch of flowers in the middle.
Yeah, having flowers for dinner, probably. But no, they say that he might have been given this villa as a present in November when he was still president.
Ah.
So that's still to be revealed. These are unfounded so far, but the North African press seems pretty convinced they are firm friends.
And it's not the only court case we might see on the horizon for Nicolas Sarkozy, so we'll have to keep a close eye on that one, won't we? All right, Olivia Salazar-Winspear with Media Watch. Thanks very much indeed. Now it's time to find out what else is going on the net. Web News tonight has the details on WikiLeaks' new encrypted social network. Is this new competition for Facebook? Find out.